Hi, I'm Brian Davis and welcome to Brian Davis Scuba. In this video we're going to show you a lovely little wreck which we've named Abdullah's wreck. It's a tugboat, a traditional style tugboat, kind of which are not made anymore. They tend to be much more powerful with different propellers and propulsion systems. But we did find out this was lost at sea. How did we find that out? Because we've made 2 dives on the vessel, so we've been able to penetrate and find stuff that leads us to believe the vessel actually sunk. We have no more information on that. I've got to try and get more information on that, and if we do, we'll rename the wreck to her original name, and we'll have to look for another wreck to call Abdullah's wreck. But for now, this tug, a great little dive, is called Abdullah's wreck, and we've dived it twice, and the voluntary dive team have dived it once, probably twice by the time you see this video. So I'm not going to tell you why, you'll see it in the footage that follows. We're off today to a new wreck we've got coordinates for, called Abdullah's wreck. So it's nice and early here in Dubai, as you can see. So we've got to get through the floating bridge before 5:45, hence the early start. But it does get us onto the sites nice and early. Wreck. See you underwater. There we are, going down the line, right down to the bottom, and what a wreck. You know, this is a real surprise. You know, we did not expect this. Really good visibility and an intact tug. So we thought, right, let's get round and have a quick scoot round. Here's one new member of our team, Simon, side mount diver. But the fish life on here was just amazing. I mean, we just couldn't believe it. The fizz was so good. The fish were everywhere. The only thing we would have preferred if it hadn't turned turtle, but you know, you can't have everything. So yeah, a tug, big propeller on the back with a props, with a prop guard, a prop shield. The prop's a real feature of this dive. You can swim through it. Really nice, and you can see there how good the viz was. That's Badger, Steve the Badger. Lies in a nice shallow depth, 18 metres, which means with nitrox we can dive it as long as we want. As I said, the prop's a big feature. On the first dive we didn't go too far inside, we just had a quick scout round, but spent most of the time just going around the wreck several times. It's so easy to go around. As you can see, lots of fish, barracuda. If you're looking on a mobile phone you may not see that. Lots of trevally on there. Really good, and I'm sure as winter progresses we're going to get a lot more marine life on there. So yeah, really, I don't know what else to say really. We just really enjoyed this first dive, and for sure this is going to be a regular dive for us. So there we go, back up the line, do our safety stop, back onto the boat. What a dive. Lucky with the sea again. Absolutely flat calm again. A little bit choppy when we came out this morning, but by gum, it's flat now. It doesn't get better than this. Well, that's it. We've just dived Abdullah's wreck, which is a fantastic tug, which is turned turtle. It's one of those big tugs that the prop's still on it. You can see it was a powerful craft in its day, all intact, lots and lots of fish life, undisturbed fish life. What a dive, couldn't fault it. So that's Abdullah's wreck, first time on YouTube. Can't wait for another one like this. Okay, here's a net that covered the whole of the net. A big danger to divers and to marine life. But luckily we got hold of Dubai Voluntary Dive Team, and Abdullah and the guys were on the case, as you'll see a little bit later in this video. Okay, you just saw the nets on Abdullah's wreck, on the tug, covering the whole of the hull, and you can see the devastation they can create. So we contacted Abdullah and the Dubai Voluntary Dive Team, and the following week, within days, they were out on the wreck and cleaned that net fully away, as you can see in this footage. The guys at Dubai Voluntary Dive Team, led by Abdullah, do a great job. Within days they were on the wreck working hard, and look how they get rid of these nets. I mean, they just do amazing work, and it meant by the following weekend the wreck was net free. They went out in the afternoon during the week and took the nets off, and there you can see the net. We decided to make a second dive on Abdullah's wreck, the tug, because the nets had been cleaned off. So we thought, great, let's go and be able to go all around the wreck without any fear of getting caught up in nets, and it will look better. So we went back, guess what? Another net on the wreck. A brand new net, it's a monofilament, you can see that. Very dangerous to inexperienced divers. We had pretty good viz, but if we'd had, 2-3 meter viz, high risk of somebody getting caught up in that net. However, we've reported it back to the Dubai Voluntary Dive Team, and they'll be out there again soon, removing that net. So here's the footage of that dive, and you'll see the net. About 4 minutes away from Abdullah's wreck. In we go, straight down on the wreck. The viz was good again, and we determined this time to have a good old scout round, including going inside the wreck. Lots more big marine life, showing that winter is well on its way now. Trevallies, barracuda. Inside the wreck we quickly determined that this was a loss at sea. You can just see by the way items are strewn around, utensils, this sort of thing. So now we have to find out more about this wreck. When did it sink? Why did it sink? And what's the vessel's name? But easy access, easy penetrations, as you can see. So we also had rays, this beautiful leopard whiptail ray on the wreck. Plus I found a stingray buried in the sand. It scooted away and I didn't have my camera on. I thought I did. Felt such an idiot. But again, look at the viz. Absolutely beautiful. And you'll see here again, we've got another net on the wreck. More about that in a second. But generally, again, another great dive. This is just such an interesting wreck, despite its small size. Here you can see the net, and it's all over. It's more than last time, and it even comes down over the side of the wrecking areas, which you could just swim into. But anyway, Dubai Voluntary Dive Team back on the way, and you'll see after we leave this wreck now and do our safety stop, you'll see Abdullah and his boys in action once again.
So you see there, as we lift the anchor off, we tend not to drag it, we just let up, do our safety stop, back onto the boat. Here you can see the Dubai voluntary dive team back on the wreck for the second time, removing that very hazardous net. I've really got to take my hat off to them. I salute them. Their dedication to keeping the wrecks free of net is simply amazing. And you can see here how they do it.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was quite long because we covered 2 dives plus the net removal. It's a lovely wreck. It's easy to get to. We really enjoy it. So we'll be back on that wreck a lot more in the future. What we have found out through diving it 2 times now, it was a loss at sea. We're not sure the circumstances, we're not sure when. So that's a little project I've got now to find out actually what happened, what the name of the vessel was, when it went down, why did it go down. So that'll be interesting, and if I can get all that information, for sure I'll be doing another video on Abdullah's wreck, but the name will be changed then because we'll use the name of the vessel. I hope you've enjoyed this video. We really enjoyed making this video because the dives on the toe. So yeah, see you next time.